Do you have a brush for your egg wash? I've got one. And we are live. Hi everybody, Jaska Russell with the Shops at Occasions and also your Southern hostess. And I'm going to give you a few seconds to jump on here. But we are going to be making baked spaghetti, and it's something like I have never done before. I'm so excited to share this recipe. I hope I'll get to say it's tried and true. And then the other thing is we are going to be making a old school blackberry cobbler. So old school blackberry cobbler and baked spaghetti is for supper tonight. What are you having for supper? Tell me, jump on here, let me see. Let me catch you on this page so I can ask you some questions and say hello to you also. That was easy. You came right up. Alrighty, we're going to get started early, and you're going to see somebody walking behind me and in front of me, and she's going to be taking the camera in just a minute. Her name is Cassie. She is going to be my assistant some of the times that we're here cooking at the house. So yay, I have somebody to help me, and she is excited too. She loves to cook, and so together we're going to bring y'all some new recipes, and we are also working on that cookbook. So how exciting is that? Are y'all ready? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cobbler first. Hey, Katie and Teresa. Teresa, this is one of the shirts at Southern Occasions Boutique. I'm not sure if we have any of them left, and these are our new earrings, so yes, check us out. And we have Brittany and Margie and Linda and Katie. Thank y'all for jumping on and saying hi, and I love that. I love that you say hello, and I love that you give me those hearts that go up the screen. I get to see all those hearts. And thank you also for sharing. And I'm going to tell you, I've got a winner. Her name is Ruth Harbour, H-A-R-B-E-R. I have no idea who you are, Ruth, but I do know you won the apron. And all she did was, excuse me, shared this. So we're going to keep giving aprons away. So right now, push that share button. Even if you watch this afterwards, even if you watch it not live, still share this video, because we'll come back 2 or 3 days from now and pick a winner. So it doesn't matter if you watched it live or not. But let's get to cooking. And guess what I need already? A bowl to put. Actually, let's put it in here. It's going in here, so let's put it in here. When I was a child, my mom used to take us out into the fields and pick blackberries. Now, I had 4 brothers. And do you mind taking that little, see that little thing and just scoot it there? I had 4 brothers, and she would take us right up the hill, and we'd pick blackberries, and we would always come back with chigger bites or something all over us. And I was always afraid to see that snake. That's going to be, whatever reason, a snake is going to be around a blackberry, the bushes. But these are not hand-picked blackberries, but they are fresh. You need 3 cups of blackberries, but you can also use frozen. I looked honestly today for frozen blackberries, because these fresh ones, I thought they were a little high. They were like $2 and something for just a little box. I had to buy 4 or 5 of those little boxes, and I thought that was high. So we're going to eat every bite of this blackberry cobbler, and it's going to be great, I'm sure. So 3 cups. I've already pre-washed these, and I'm telling you my secret again. If you add a little vinegar with your wash, that you just won't believe what comes off of your fruit, and it makes them so much more cleaner and healthier, and I'm thinking you're getting maybe a better taste of that. So 3 cups of blackberries, and we're going to move the camera in a minute. Did you see that? We're going to move the camera in a minute. And so you can get to see it boil for me. Hello, Kathy McDonald. I hope you're feeling better. And let's see, Eddie and Jackie D. Jackie, thank you so much. You always make my day. And hello, Dottie from North Carolina. Yay! Dixie. Oh, barbecue ribs sound delicious. All right, we're going to add one of my favorite ingredients, sugar, butter, flour. You know that's me. So this actually called for a cup of, but I did a cup and a half because I have had blackberry cobbler before, and the blackberries were not sweet enough. So I put the additional on there. So we're going with a cup and a half of sugar. And we're going to put all of this in one pot, and we're going to boil it. And that's as simple as it gets, guys. So we're going to do 4 tablespoons of butter. Your butter can be just right out of the refrigerator because it's going to catch itself in the oven top. 1 tablespoon cinnamon. Now, I've never added cinnamon to my blackberry cobbler. Have any of you girls ever done that, or any guys on there? Have you ever added cinnamon? So once again, this is a different recipe for me, but we're going to do it. And 1 tablespoon vanilla. And the last thing I've never done, we are going to boil this in pineapple juice. Now you can either use 2 cups of pineapple juice or 2 cups of apple juice. And I looked this up for the reasoning of this, and it's supposed to bring out the flavor of your fruit without making it taste like the pineapple. So let's see what happens here. And guys, after Cassie and Johnny, Russell and I eat this tonight, we're going to let you know if it's any good. So let's stir that up, and let's make sure I've done it. 3 cups blackberries, 1.5 cups sugar, 4 tablespoons butter, a tablespoon of cinnamon, a tablespoon of vanilla, and 2 cups of pineapple juice. And we're going over to this side, and she's going to take the camera down, so it might be a little bumpy, but join me over here. The other thing too is, I totally forgot what I was going to say because this is a different angle for me. Totally forgot. I know what I was going to say. We're going to bring this up to a boil, a rip-roaring boil, and then we're going to calm it down a little, and then we're going to add some cream of tartar. And I learned a new word, and I want you to look it up because I had to look it up, slurry. But we're going to put some slurry cream of tartar in there. So that is your homework. Go look up slurry. While I'm doing this, y'all can be telling me. Somebody else has already told me what oh, back that up, girl. what are y'all having for supper tonight? Are you eating right now? Or you getting ready to eat? But what's your meal tonight? I was afraid of that cinnamon. A tablespoon looked like a lot. So I didn't put it all in there.
It did look like a lot.
I miss not seeing what you're saying over that side. I can see right here. Hello, Dixie. Oh, Meg Thompson's watching. Meg's my daughter. She has the twins and the little boy, and she came in a while ago, and she's like, have you done your video yet? And I said, nope, and she said, I'll be back. My stove top, I told you I have a love-hate relationship. It's a KitchenAid. It's an induction stove top, so it's got a button that says boost. So it will start a boil very quickly. That's one thing I like about it. One of the things I don't like about it is what happened last week where I can put any pan on here, and if it doesn't like that pan, it beeps, and I don't like that. I like to be able to put anything on my stove top. Well, I was really kind of worried if you can look down in here and see. Can you see down in the pot? I was worried about the color, but it's starting to change into a more of a purple. The cinnamon's throwing me a little, so we're gonna make sure though that we're happy with it.
You can smell the cinnamon too.
Yeah, you can. You can definitely smell cinnamon. You know what Johnny Russell will say is, why don't you put cinnamon in there? All right, you can see how quickly that started boiling. And you can see the color's changing because it's getting the juices now. So I'm going to let that boil for just a minute, and then I'm going to take some juice out of the pot and add it to the cream of tartar.
Cornstarch.
What'd I say?
Cream of tartar.
Cornstarch. See why I needed an assistant? You want to let them see down there? Okay, I'm going to turn that down just a little to about a medium. You saw it, and it's already, you can hear it's not boiling again. What is this?
Cornstarch.
I started to say cream of tartar. Cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Now, guys, I learned this lesson by myself. The first time I ever used cornstarch, I just dumped it in there. You do not do that. And that's why you're going to learn the definition of slurry. I'm going to take some juice out of here, and I'm going to mix it in here, and then I'm going to put it back in there. And what that's going to do is thicken this. And that's smelling pretty good, really. You smell?
I don't smell the cinnamon as much either.
And what we're trying to do is make this a consistency where it's more of a paste going in. Because if you have ever made gravy, you know sometimes you can get lumps, and that is going to prevent those lumps from happening. So you have now seen the scientific version of the word slurry. All right, we're going to put that back in there. Now, I'm really hoping this is sweet enough. Nobody likes a non-sweet. I'm going to try just a little of it. Oh, no. Watch me burn my tongue. That's good. Perfect. All right, we're going back. So give me a minute. She's going to take the camera back over there, and I'm going to catch you back over here. Are we back? Yes, we're back. All right, I have taken a baking dish. It doesn't matter. You can use the glass, number 13. People ask me this all the time. Guys, it really doesn't matter. I mean, you could put it in a pie bowl if you wanted to. Whatever you have at home. Now, I always go ahead and use Pam, and I've sprayed this. This is a raw pie crust. And I actually used 1.5 pie crust on the bottom of this because there is nothing any worse than not getting any crust with your cobbler. So I always make sure there's enough crust. So we're going to take that and we're going to pour. And guys, that looks great. Hope you can see that. We're just going to dump it in. And I'm not smelling the cinnamon as much, so I'm anxious to see what happens. Now, the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to take, and these are the kind I buy, Pillsbury pie crust. And we're going to take a whole one, and I'm just going to put it right here on my working dish. And do not, at this moment in my life, I'm more concerned about that there's enough for everybody and it tastes good. Now, if you get fancy with this, that's great. You're not going to see me get fancy. I'm just going to do a little this and a little that. Woo. And who else is jumping on here? Hi, Amy. Thank you. Hi, Carolyn. Yes, make sure we've had a winner. Hi, Katie. Jump on and share, and somebody's going to win a J apron, and we've got a winner. And I hope, Ruth, I hope if you're on there, you can tell me. You didn't see me do that. Let's see. How many of y'all like the crusty part? I told y'all I wasn't going to get fancy with this, but we're going to have some crust. No, do not throw away that crust. This is the extra crust from a while ago. And I promise with a little ice cream and that crust, because what we're going to do in just a minute, if I don't get all the juices on there, we're going to put an egg wash on it, and then halfway through cooking it, I'm going to bring it out and I'm going to butter it, and I'm going to sprinkle some sugar on it. You know, they always say ugly cakes are the best cakes. Well, maybe that's the same for cobblers. Because it's not the prettiest, but I think it's going to be really good.
Someone wants to know if they can buy the aprons in the store.
We are working on that. We're working on the aprons. We're trying to find a supplier, but yes, eventually. And thank you for asking that. Alrighty. Let's just put a... Ooh, I don't know if this is going to work or not. It's sinking. Don't y'all love when people are doing this live and you get to see all the mistakes? I do. And by the time we get this over to there in the oven, that egg's probably going to be a part of the cobbler. All right. That cobbler is done until we're going to put it in the oven for 350 for 45 minutes. So this will not be something that you will see, but I'll bring it halfway out as we're making the spaghetti. Does that sound fair? All right, if you don't mind opening the door for me, we'll go over there. It looks good. All right, looks good, smell good, probably is good. All righty, now this we can get rid of, and this. Y'all know I kind of like to have a clean area. Start number 2 here, and that's what I need a bowl for, is to mix this up together. All right. Next, we're going to do a baked spaghetti. I'm sure most of y'all have a recipe that you like for baked spaghetti. I do too, but I found a new recipe and I wanted to try it because it's got 3 different cheeses in it. It's got cream cheese, cottage cheese, and sour cream. So I'm looking at, and then it's got our cheddar cheese on the top. But I've never done that before, and I think that sounds delicious. So, first of all, your ingredients. The magic drawer, we have 1 pound of hamburger, and I've already, of course, cooked that for you, and I always like to put salt and pepper and an onion with my hamburger. So you've got 1 pound of hamburger. Let me see if anybody's got any questions. Hello, Karen from Hendersonville, and let's see, hi Margie, and hi Joyce, and hi Robin, and hi Juanita, and thank y'all for sharing. Y'all are so sweet, and I'm just seeing those hearts just dribble, dribble, dribble. All right, just to give you a hint, I have prepared already my noodles, and I've told you about my noodles. I like to, of course, put them in boiling salt water, and then when I bring them out, I put a little oil on there, and that helps them not get so dry. So when we're ready for them, they should be a little more easier to tear apart, okay? And then our hamburger, 1 pound of hamburger, a little salt and pepper, and an onion, so it's done. Now, the next 3 ingredients you're gonna mix together. So we have a block of cream cheese, and we have 8 ounces of sour cream. Now y'all know this has no calories in there whatsoever, no calories. And I've gotten fussed on before, and I'm told these people, if you want the low-fat food, you're gonna have to go to another page. And then 8 ounces of cottage cheese. I hope you're saying yum, because this already looks delicious to me. All right, we're going to beat this. And I've ordered me a new mixer because this one scares me. This one's an old mixer. So I've ordered a new hand mixer and it should be here any day. And all you're doing is just making sure your cream cheese and I'm going to add a little salt and pepper to that also. And I think y'all know anytime that you're cooking pasta, salt is what brings out the flavor. So always make sure you give your pasta a little extra salt. Alrighty, now, how simple was that? The only other thing that you're going to need is I use ragu. I've used this, I could do a commercial of this, probably since I was 25 years old. I've always used ragu, and I've always used the chunky garden combination. It's just great. And I like a little extra tomato, and I'm actually going to drain this a little. But I like, this is just Hunt's diced tomatoes. And I'm going to add a little more of that in there. Okay. And that just gives it, just to me, a more thickness and something substance to bite on. So, all right. Now we're ready. We're going to layer. Are you ready? How easy was that? You saw what I did. You've got your pound of noodles, you've got a pound of hamburger, you've got a pound of cream cheese, 8 ounces of sour cream, and 8 ounces of cottage cheese mixed together. Now we're going to layer. And I am going to spray the fire out of this because easy cleanup. All right. I always want to start out, for whatever reason, with my meat, but you start out with your noodles. And for whatever reason, I always want to start out with the meat sauce. But here we go. We're going to put our noodles here. And these noodles, guys, were already, have y'all seen those little boxes right there? And I know it's no big deal, but you know, I like cute things. Look at this cute little box. That is your spaghetti box now, and it's got the pound of noodles already broken. No big deal, but it takes less on your shelf also. All right, I believe that's about half. And I'll be honest with y'all, I did not use the whole thing of the pound of spaghetti because it just looked like a lot. And I still want that texture of being able to taste the mix and the tomato sauce. So we've got spaghetti, and now our noodles, and now we're going to do this mix right here, which is probably not going to be the easiest thing to spread. So I'm going to make some dollops and try to come back over the top of it, and I hope that you can see what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. And if you like mushrooms, to me, this would be great to put mushrooms in also. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all about cooking. Add to, take away, whatever you like. Because y'all know Johnny and I don't eat a lot of garlic. So I don't use a lot of garlic in our recipes. Then there's some people that love garlic, and you're going to double it up. And it's okay that you get down in with the noodles. You're just trying to spread them. I got tickled about Johnny came in about 30 minutes ago and wanted to know where supper was. So I'm sure he's smelling all this by this point. And I hope y'all are coming to the Strawberry Parade May the 12th. I've finally learned the date. And if you're close enough, come by to the Shops at Occasions, and I'm going to be there, and maybe you can come by and see me. A lot of you are joining our auction on Tuesday nights. We have changed that time until well, let's switch these two. We have changed that time to 7 o'clock. Now, once this gets layered, we're going to do it again, and then we're going to put it in the oven. And while it's cooking, I'm going to make some French bread. Actually, I'm going to grill the French bread, and all that is, guys, is slathering with that butter and frying it on the top. All right, we're going back with our noodles. And again, I'm not going to overly do these noodles. I want to have more than just spaghetti. And that looks like plenty. And we're going back, and this will get a little heavier because you want enough and you don't know how much you're going to need, so your top layer is always usually going to be a little better, thicker. Guys, do you know what I forgot? I love this. Now, how do we reconcile this problem? We're going to do it. Fired.
It didn't even occur to me until you stopped. I was watching this. Yeah, someone just said, "What about the meat?"
Okay. Did anybody check? Did anybody catch I did not put the meat in there?
Yes, one person did.
Okay, do not do this recipe as I did it. But, you know, it's just us eating it, so guess what? We're going to make it work. That is hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, this will be a video y'all will all share. I know this now. You're going to say, watch this girl. Okay, we're going to add a little of the hamburger meat with this. That is too funny. I can't believe it. All right. Yep. All right. Okay. Composure.
Noodles.
Noodles. That is, I'm glad it wasn't too bad. See, you really can't even tell it.
It all tastes the same.
Now, look, I'm making a mess. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. Love me, Blackberry Cobbler. Let's see where y'all are. Huh? Thank you, Robin. I think so too. I think it's going to be fun. The Lord works in mysterious ways, and so do I. Okay, that is so funny. All right, I've got my noodles, now I've got my mix. And my assistant, she was just enjoying it right along with y'all, which I think's cute. I'm going to add this to the meat. try this again. I guess somebody wrote it up there and I felt your vibes. Because I had no idea. No earthly idea. Have y'all ever done that? Have you ever forgotten an ingredient and went back and put it in? Because I can promise you it won't be my last time. And that's what makes watching these videos real. Because you can say, oh my gosh, I have done that. All right. And thank you for whoever called it. We need an audio where we can talk to each other and you can say, Jaska! Okay, last thing is some.
The rest of that sauce.
No, we'll put some more, yeah. The last thing is I'm going to put some cheese, and I bought the 4 Mexican cheese. I like all those flavors mixed in there. So I'm going to layer it with 4 cheese Mexican. Isn't that pretty? You cannot even tell that we went back. And just for pasta's sake, I'm just going to put a little salt and pepper on top.
Someone wants to know if you could add the meat to the sauce.
Yes, you're supposed to. I did the second layer, but yes, you were supposed to add the meat and the sauce together. That was just my big boo-boo for the night. This is going into the oven for 350. I'm back into my Betty Crocker mode, and you're going to cook this for 20 to 30 minutes, and we're going to check on our blackberry cobbler, and I'm going to come and see what you have to say to me. Okay? Guys, we are finishing up here in the house. We're going to make some French, taking a French loaf bread, and I'm going to grill that with some butter. It's going to be delicious, and I want to save this because I always take a picture, so I'm going to wipe that away and save it. But let me see what's going on. Martha, it's going to be fine. Thank you so much. Hi, Carol and Robin. Yes, Robin, it's going to be good. Paula, you are talking, but I can't hear you. Is Paula, can y'all hear me? Can anybody else not hear me? Can everybody hear me? Phyllis, I hope you got to see my big boo-boo. It was just really bad, but we survived it. Okay. All right, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to get off of here. Make sure you hit that share button. Somebody's going to get an apron. I'll get back on here next week. I'm going to be out of town this weekend. I think I've already told you I'm going to go see Elton John. I'm real excited about that. So we will be back on sometime at the beginning of next week. And I will take pictures of both of these recipes. I will post both of these recipes for you. And hopefully, I hope some of y'all tried the strawberry things I did the last time. The strawberry, both of those strawberry recipes were delicious. And I love that. I love that I'm able to give y'all something that's easy and I can say that it's delicious too. And I hope I'll get to say this out of this baked spaghetti and old school cobbler. I'll take a picture of both. I'll let you know afterwards if it was good or not. And that is, you want to see the cobbler real quick? Let's see if the cobbler's got anything that we can show. think that's looking good. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. Y'all have a great, great, great afternoon. Blessings. Bye.